Right. Is that giving enough full moon drama with the Cancer moon feels? Wait a minute, I nearly clicked it. No, wait a minute. I need to. So welcome if you're new or you've just found me. I've just been channeling a whole load of other lives, but I'd imagine most people that are going to be on this, you've just been on the other one, unless you've had enough and you're wanting to go off and enjoy your Friday night. And quite right, I should be doing that right now. I was wanting to be ending this 25 minutes from now, but I'm just starting, so that's all right. But as long as I can end and watch Love Island, it's all good. Um, right. Yeah, so I have called it the penny has finally dropped that nobody can replace what you have, scared you're really gone, because I realize now that no other person can ever replace you. If I show you my feelings, you might go off me. I highly doubt that, but that's what it says. But I think it's more from the stance of it's a bit alien. If this person had always played it too cool for school and never dropped any L bombs or anything remotely to express feelings are involved, because that's what this. Well, that's definitely what like. It's definitely what it seems to be like now. And again, I sound so old when I say I've never not never, but every now and again, I'm like, shit, I sound really old, don't I? But it's like, but I suppose it is what it is. I sound really old, but I keep adopting the Love Island sayings. But it's like, I'm just thinking about like that girl on that where she's like, I don't deep anything, you'll know it's Helena, I just don't deep anything. I just, and like my impression was like, I just don't deep anything. I just fucking laugh at everything. I'm just one of the guys and I'm just like cool as fuck and like, I don't have any feelings and you can just treat me like shit. But to be serious for a minute as well, um, I really like her, and it's like and I just think it's sad that I think she's like a representation of a lot of girls and a lot of women, and regardless of age, because she's actually 30. She's either 30 now or she's 30 next year or something. Um, but it's like I think it's quite interesting. Like it's like it feels like she's getting to that point where it's like, wait a minute, I keep attracting guys that are just, oh my, are you? Oh my God, I need to take a picture of that. What are the fucking chances? I'm talking about Helena from Love Island, and there's a song on right now called Helena. Her name is Helena, isn't it? It's not just, it is Helena. Oh my God, I'm like freaking out right now. That is, I mean, stuff like that happens quite a lot, but look, just so that people believe me, oh my God, that guy looks, sorry about the really scary looking guy in the video, but what are the chances I'm talking about Helena? Now I'm actually freaking out that is her name, isn't it? I know that's her name. Oh my God, that is so weird. Look at that. Just so that people actually can see I'm not talking shit, right? Because there are some. I cannot believe that is just so crazy. Look at this. My Chemical Romance, Helena. So the song is actually called Helena. Hi, Tani. You've just found me as I was talking about Helena from Love Island. And the funny thing is, I don't often say their names. And then notice I did just say her name. And then they pulled my eyes to telly and it's Helena. The song is Helena. What are the fucking chances of that? I'm mind blowing. So I'm just going to put a wee emoji of a mind blown person. That's so nuts. Maybe she's going to do something crazy or something in the. God, that That's so crazy. And I'm only posting it right now in real time so that, like, because you might go, I'm going to go off and as if, but that's so crazy. Because I was even like, it'd be weird if the band was called Helena, but the fucking song is called Helena. That guy is creepy. Like that screenshot that I've. Oh, okay. Back with the program. Weird. But yeah, no, I think that's they do that, you know. So again, like if you're new to me and you're like, what the hell? Like, look, you're either gonna like this or you're not. That's basically how it is with everything I do. If you have been watching for years and you don't like when I talk about Love Island, well, tough shit. I watch Love Island. I like it. They bring it into the channeling. I'm sure that's not well. It will be some people, but again, it really like to be blunt, it really doesn't matter. Like it happens. I can't help it, and it happens, and it fascinates me how it always makes sense. And I just hopefully I explain the characters. Well, they're real people. Well, how much it is real, really, but you know what I mean. Like enough that even if you're not watching it, you get the gist. But I feel with that happening, there's obviously going to be something about a huge synchronicity. Even this is a synchronicity because that's quite a synchronicity too. Because look, it says drink glitter and sparkle all day, right? But also, not telling that story again because I tell it all the time, right? So if people are like, "What are you talking about?" I tell it all the time. Like, oh, and then I feel like I have to because then people are like, "What are you talking about?" Anyway, that's no, I can't be bothered. I'm being selfish. I just can't be bothered. But like I think that's what it is. It's something like I feel the feminine in this connection in the past. I feel you played it too cool for school and you were just cool with not having feelings and it is what it is and you know I'll see you when I see you and all that kind of jazz. And so I wouldn't necessarily say in this case, oh, so the masculine mirrored you, although that is what happens with twin flames. Like like I've said before as well, I find it quite fascinating. It's quite understandable, you know, that I yeah, I don't know. I just like with yeah, with my creating when I've listened to other people, it's like there's different eras where, you know, that is what you know, not everybody, but what quite a lot of people were doing. Like I say all the time, like, you know, when I met mine, when I was getting to know mine, like, yeah, there were people that were going out and everything like that. But there also was a lot of people that weren't, and it's just and then I'm like I said, it'll be fucking I'm sure it's 10 times worse now. But it's like I just think it's that kind of energy because I've said before as well, like I was like that when I was younger. I was like, you know, that's fine, you know, I mean, I really fancy you, but we're not like we're not, you know, nobody's got any feelings here. Do you know what I mean? And at that point, I didn't think I was lying because, you know, that was my truth. And then obviously at some point, it was like, oh my God, something's happened. Like, and you're fucked. But of course, at that point, I just thought, I'm fucked. I've fallen in love with him. I'm like, wait a minute, this is more than love. Why are, why do I feel like I'm remembering all my past lives even more than what I've ever felt before? Why are my gifts even more crazy online than what they ever were? But you know what I mean? All this stuff acts. All this stuff happens. Wake me up when September ends. Green Days just come. So there could have been something significant about September, like last September or last September. That's one of my favorite James Arthur songs, actually. Oh wait, that's oh my god, that's clever how they done that. That is part of the way I'm describing this too. See, I'm not even using the cards because there's a line in that that's like, I could never wait for the weekends when you would come over because that's when I'd see you again. You know what I mean? And it's that, yeah, if you listen to the words in that song, if you, or some of you might know it, it's like, you know, it's like a guy disguising that, um, like I liked seeing you more than I let on. Like, and, you know, it was something I looked forward to. Yeah, I see what they've done there. Right, okay, so, but these, did I hold this up for the thumbnail? I don't think I did. You're fucking brilliant. A joy to watch me. Thank you very much, Joe. Um, right, right. So let's see. let's just, I mean, they're big enough. They should be, like I said, I really just I should use one of these for the thumbnail every time because they're very clear. And I say this all the time, but the only other person that uses them is the person that made them. So it's like, and even she stopped using them for ages. And I noticed, I was like, I saw one of her shorts, oh, she's using them. Right. Right. So like I said, I feel I just channeled the past without even doing the past bit, but we'll do the past. Right. Okay. So where are, so this is a bit I usually, so did I'll give a bit of the intro. So for those of you that haven't been here before, this is for Cancer in the fourth house. I know I haven't gotten the title. I'm tending not to do that now because I just think it can limit somebody from thinking, oh, that's interesting, I want to watch it. So I'll put it in the Cancer playlist eventually, but I've been quite good at remembering. But the way I channel is very different. I mean, everybody's different, but Aquarius season is about being unique and different. So I'm going to hammer home, but I do say this all the time. Yeah, I do everything my own way. And so I, as you've seen in the one before, like I channel the energy of Cancer and the fourth house. So it's like feelings, trauma, repressed emotions, suppressed emotions, like, you know, the hidden stuff, secrets as well. It could be like things that were never shared. Like you can even see there that that was coming in because it's like me seeing that one about, well, it's still on, Wake Me Up When September Ends, and then that made me think James R for September, and in that's like, you know, what I've just said. It's like, you know, I could never wait until the weekend when I saw you again, and the words are nicer than that. I just can't remember the specifics right now. Oh, and also that's got, and also it's got a bit about like, is that not the one that's like, you know, let's go back to bed until we break it? It's, I'm gonna love you, or am I mixing up two songs? For the rest of my life. My crush on you is never faded. Let's go back to bed until we break. I know, I think it is that song, but you know what I mean. So it's there's obviously, I'm picking up. This feels like a Leo reading. I'm meaning it feels like it's going into that. We're already going there, right? Okay, and now they're pulling my eyes to. I want to explain myself to you. Okay, don't know what to. Right, let's use. Oh. Okay, I'm being so dramatic. I'm actually being very Leo Moon right now. So, I'm saying because with this deal, and there's the Queen, that's my narcissist card. People would be like, why is it? But it just is because it just reminds me of like, you know, oh, I'm the Queen. Everybody bow down to me. But it's like, you know, so somebody like thinks they're better than everyone else. But to me, it always feels like a narcissistic mother energy, right? But it can be a narcissist in any sort of way, but a female one. And also there's a snake around that hand, so they hear the snake. But and it's just my eyes got pulled to it. So if it comes out, then it's exactly what I said. The flame, I think they're already telling us that like a mother has stood in the way. And by the way, they don't need to be a narcissist. It's just that is my sign. It's just sometimes it's not exactly as it sounds, and it can be like somebody, you know, maybe people's mums didn't like the twin flame because the person's been like, oh, they're a fucking weirdo, man. They're not getting over me. I've got over them a long time ago. But that was a lie because it's a spider web. Oh, but spider webs are also my sign of black magic, spell work, curses, hexes, slander, gossip, lies, all the same thing. But you see how it's, what one is it? Is it that somebody spoke shit to their family, so their family thought that you were the problem? And I looked at the word family on the advert. Or is it that the family just had a problem, full stop, because they saw that the connection was going to empower? Oh my God, there's my other sign for the crone, the mirror. We've not even needed to shuffle. So again, I must stress, I feel like I have to repeat myself all the time with this. If you are extra sensitive to this, if you're like, my mum's not in the equation at all, my mum's a huge support, I hear you, I'm fucking really close with my mum. It's like, this isn't your story then. So just get a cup of tea and listen, and it's someone's. But I've worked with enough masculine, female, and males to know that unfortunately, this is a lot of people that I've worked with and tune into me's story. Too many people, like I said, male and female, because the way that I describe it is. And also another thing, if you're brand new and you're on the twin flame journey, here's another perspective that you just see if it resonates. I tend to attract the divine masculine males and females So it's very rare that we actually get women on the chat that are the divine feminine. Now, it doesn't mean it can't start happening. Hopefully it does, but that's just the way it's been for years. Now, I actually happen to feel some divine feminines, females do watch me, but they watch on the down low. And I know that for a fact that some do. Well, I don't know that they watch everything, but I know that they've got access to it. Do you know what I mean? At least a few of them. And that's for loads of different reasons. Either people that saw me from when I done it ages ago, or people I've connected with that I've told, you know what I mean? So, but so just, yeah, be open minded to that, because I feel that's why a lot of people can get led to me, because it's like they're instantly thinking, right, I'm on the twin flame journey, I'm the divine feminine. But then there's something about when they hear the way that I describe it, they're like, wait a minute, actually, that is me. So it's not, it's like it is a big revelation. It's not, I don't know because I'm not you. But from when I see it in people, it's like, it's just weird that nobody has ever not resonated with. So it's like the right people get led, is the way that I can say it. But we've all got masculine and feminine. But like I said, you'll see. Like for instance, because Joe's new, you'll see what I mean. If there's a few people in the chat, they're all well, there'll be a majority of women, but they'll all resonate with the masculine energy more. And then obviously you can move into your feminine, but that's your go-to. Like that's more, they're more logical, analytical. They've had all the similar experiences. And then we've also got male divine masculines as well, and we've got male divine feminines. Yeah, I've got a few. It's confusing, but anyway, I'll break it down as we go along. So, but this is to identify the divine feminine and the masculine's feminine side. So, and already, like I said, I did say this earlier, I always tune into family things and specific mother things, whether it is someone's mum or someone that's a mum, like, you know, mother of children, or be other family members that are mums. I mean, that, I don't think it's going to stretch to that. I think it can really ever be like someone's ex, someone's present partner, or their mum. But I mean, you never know how it could fit in for other people. Right. So tell us, this is to identify whoever this is going to make sense to. I'm not okay has just come on. Now that's interesting, because one of the quotes I posted to say that was coming on was like that. It was something about, you know, it's okay to do this, it's okay to do that, you know, it's okay. I can't remember, it was something like that. The pilgrim. Oh, listen, I've got a lot of shamans that tune into me, but this is quite funny when this happens. The shaman. So you could be a shaman that's been on quite a journey. Don't tap into my story, guys. But yes, I do have other people that are on the shamanic path that follow me. Or it can just be, oh, totally, you're on a shamanic journey, actually. Oh shit, I can actually think of some people that resonates with. Like, because you don't need to be a shaman to be on a shamanic journey. Like, you could be going through a transformation. But I mean, in this case, you could actually be like a shaman, you know what I mean? Like me. Or you just really resonate with going through a very dark night of the soul transformation. But yeah, that's specifically the feminine. But also, I do feel this is for the masculine. You've been going through a dark night of the soul during Year of the Snake, because of the snake again. Look at all the things that had the snake earlier. Now it's got the snake again now. So, right, let's put that back, see what else comes out. For the masculine. Oh, what turned over? Oh no, I knew that was going to come out again. Yeah, so it didn't matter that I shuffled, it's come out again. Look, cobwebs. That is always my sign of black magic. So like I said, black magic, spell work, curses, hexes are the same as gossip, slander, blah, 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 blah. So the masculine was under some type of illusion. Now, like I said, this could be quite collective as well, because often it dances in and out of being really homing in specific details, like someone's personal and collective. But this is collective because of when Neptune was in Pisces, it did put a lot of people under a spell for 14 years. Of it, you know, because Pisces is confusion, illusion. It's loads of amazing things like unconditional love, kindness, true love, but it's like rose tinted glasses. It's, you know, basically anyone that's got Venus in Pisces, when I've looked at that in their chart, these are always the people that get, unfortunately, like you know, you'll definitely have been drawn in by a narcissist at some point. Revenge just flashed up on the TV. And just generally really very confused. And then if you're on the twin flame journey as well, I mean, because that wasn't even on the, you know, well, obviously everyone I speak to is on the twin flame journey, but if I've looked at people's charts or they're not a twin flame, I've known people to get very confused in love as well. So, you know, just always make sure that you're slowing down when you're dealing with money and stuff. A dirty little secret just came on. See what I mean? 4 5 secrets. Um, but yeah, so someone was under an illusion, or this could be that they listened to gossip. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Somebody listened to gossip about the feminine who could have been a shaman. Again, this is not my story, I don't think. Could we not? Somebody listened to gossip about the shaman and it's confused them, the riddle. Something's making me want to be like, all right, this is my fucking story. Let's go. Like, I think it's my story. And if it is, I'll game face it. I hate feeling alone just flashed up on the. I'm afraid to take the next step, but do you know what else flashed up? Now, this isn't going to make sense to everyone. That said, what did it say? I'm just doing this to get at her sister. But when you break that down, like sisters can be friends, soul sisters, snake in the grass. I'm just doing this to get at her sister. I don't know how that's going to fit in, but you never know. But that flashed up on the TV. But I think that could mean lots. But yeah, that's what it is. Someone listened to gossip about the feminine. And again, this isn't a new flash. I mean, that's why I said it's collective. That's 100 fucking like. Look, I don't know what fucking gossip it was mindset, but I want to hear it. So you can come and fucking tell me what it was. But I've been saying that for years now, and he's no Kevin fucking told me. So maybe, hopefully, he does one day. But and like I always say, I'll sit with the popcorn and I'll listen, and I won't give a shit because gossip and lies. I know it always comes to fucking jealous fuckers or people that have got something. I don't know, but dirty little secrets is still on. I'm not liking this, guys. This is like tying into last night when I said I'm in love with my best friend. That's more like it. We're getting into the feelings. I'm afraid to answer the telephone. What is this song? This is hilarious. And then that said something about people lying. I'm not kidding you. If you want to see the song, the All American Rejects, Dirty Little Secret, and it keeps flashing up people holding bits of paper. Quite interesting. There is a secret, and there's something that's confused a masculine. And people have like, yeah, I think people have made up lies about you if you're the feminine. Or they've twisted a story. To your divine lover. Swans mate for life. Swans are true love. So this is like, I mean, it's always twin flames I'm tuning into, but like this is true love. You're meant to be together. But somebody got confused. And like I said, it could just be Neptune and Pisces that someone's been pulled away down a different path. And we all know it's for karmic lessons, right? There's a lot of pain and hurt, and all the fucking everyone's got their. And again, trust me, I just go past this quickly because I'm doing this and it takes forever. But I sit when it's people's first session, the first ever session you have with me, you get that at my discounted price, and I sit there for hours and listen to you. I know it makes no sense because then the next session you have is a lot more money and you won't get that much time with me. But I always just say it's like people's golden ticket. But that's when you can tell me your twin flame story. But yeah, I feel this is very collective. The shapeshifter, a shapeshifter. So somebody that was, you know, not showing up as it feels like the shapes of it. It's like someone wasn't as genuine. So it's like whatever it is, like someone's said something to the masculine to get in their head. Now this is where it's like this can go like grow arms and legs. Like, is that like somebody that has known you both that has said something to make the person think differently, or is this like someone on the masculine side to be like, you know, X, Y, and Z saying loads of shit, but it's something like, you know, has got into this masculine's head to see the feminine differently. And because they were in their shadow, they believed it. And they've went under judgment. Oh my God. And they've went into a dark place. Sorry for laughing, but I'm like, this is still. Anyone else want to tap the fuck out because it doesn't make sense to you, or is it all still making sense to us? Yeah. Because someone was in their shadow, they believed the worst. They could have actually just told themselves a story and believed the worst, but I feel it is people, it's a wee bit of both. And yeah, they've faced karma and been under judgment for believing the lies they told themselves or the lies other people told them. In some cases, a combination of both. And they've went into a very dark place, the underworld. But the thing that's fascinating about this is that is where you go on the shamanic journey. Like I say all the time, as a true shaman, which is really weird because a conversation I was having with someone today, because that was the first time I met them, I was like, yeah, by the way, I'm just calling myself a shaman. Like I am a proper shaman. Like I've done it all. Like I've went through all of the, you know, rings of fire, the hoops, and yeah. But it's kind of like, um, yeah, emotionally, this masculine's went into a very dark night of the soul. So, which they could still be in, or they're, you know, that's the story. That's what they were in. But they've been under judgment, facing karma because they, or they chose to come from their shadow and keep. Oh, that would actually make sense too. Look, I'm having too much fun here. I'm not coming out of the shadow. You know what that reminds me of? Just to lighten the mood a little bit. It reminds me of in 21 Jump Street when it's like if you've seen the scene where they're like they've taken magic mushrooms or what no, what is it? Is it meant to be magic mushrooms or is it something else? And it's like Channing Tatum's like floating up to the sky and he's like, you know, oh my God, it's so amazing. And like he's and it's there's something else really what is it he does? It's something really funny. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, it's something really stupid like no, I do remember what it is. I'm not singing it, but it's quite funny. And then the Jonah character is like in the at the bottom, and he's like, "No, you can't. You're going. You can't go there. You're going too high." And he's like, "No, I don't want to come down. Leave me alone." And I've always said that's like twin flames. It's like you know, but it's really the other way. It's like the you know, it's been too much in your shadow and not your shadow, your ego, you know what I mean? Like, and when there's nothing wrong with the shadow. You need your shadow, right? You need your shadow to set boundaries, to tell people to get to fuck when they've pushed their limit. You can do it politely, but sometimes it needs to be done that way. Um, as long as you've healed your shadow, and that's what doing shadow work is, and shadow integration, it never stops. You should always be paying attention. But there's it's in the case of this person was in their unhealed shadow still in a lot of wound and trauma because cancer is trauma. And, you know, like I said, they either listened to lies about the feminine because it was the cobweb, or they told themselves a convenient story that suited the narrative. 21 Jump Street has been mentioned so many times by different people this past week. I'm like, oh my God, really? That's interesting. And also, there's another bit in 21 Jump Street. I'm going to watch that again. It's really easy watching where I don't know if it's 21 Jump Street or maybe it's in one of the other ones where when I think it might be the second one when he's accidentally like shagged the boss's daughter. That's hilarious. Like um you know, they're describing like a thing, they're looking at a statue and it's like the yin yang symbol. And she says something or he says something. I once put it on If I find it in my phone, I put it on one of the, like I put it on a Canva thing. So it would be handy right now if I could remember what it is, but I can't. But I'm sure you could Google it and find it. But it's something about probably 2 parts or something like that. And then that makes me want to go into the vow speech, you know, like you've just got to wait until the colliding particles land where they may and wait for the next collision. I missed out loads of bits, but you get the gist if you've seen it. If you've not, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right, okay, so let's get into the wounding then. Because cancer is a trauma, what were the traumas? So it's more going to probably be leaning towards that this was your trauma that you've already moved through. But for some of you, it might be you're already actively working through it. But I feel because of the urgency of I can't go another day without you, although, like I say all the time, all the people that are saying this are talking shite because we don't know that though. For some people, it might happen in real time, but not many. But yeah, this person needs to tell you the truth. They feel like they should have fought for you, feel like they can't go another day without you. Actually, that was from the other day, but they're telling me that as part of it. Not that you know the one that I filmed tonight for tomorrow or something. So yeah, they're timeless. Anyway, let's get. So this is the feminine's past wounding, I'm going to call it, and the masculine's feminine side. Incomplete. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. Yeah, so that's why it came out reverse. In the past, I feel you remember we're homing in specifically on this connection. Like you had a deep longing for this person because this person is your twin flame, if this is yours. Like you felt, yeah, and look what I've just said about that yin yang thing. Like you didn't feel you without them. So however you've met them, however you were connecting, whether you were a couple or not, because not everybody makes it to that, you've connected in some kind of deep way, you know, and you felt like, oh my God, this is my twin flame. Or however, you might not have even, depending on how long you've been on the journey, you might not have known these words and all that. But you might just been like, oh my God, there's something weird about this connection. Like you've because you've not done the healing at this point, like you just want to be with them. You're not really caring about the rest. You're like, we'll work it out when we're together. Which is quite funny the way I'm saying that because I do feel that that is, if this is yours, that is the case now. You will still have to work it out when you're together. But I think even back then, whenever back then could be yesterday, it could be months ago, it could be years ago. But it's like you just wanted this person. Um, but now, when you reflect on it now, you're like, I wasn't ready. Like they clearly aren't ready, but I wasn't ready either. But yeah, it doesn't stop you feeling incomplete. Like, because if you're a true twin flame, you do always feel like that without them. Um, well, the feminine definitely does in a very, very strong way, and the masculine does too. Because I've spoke to tons of thousands of like divine masculine males and females over the past 11 years. But I know when it's you and your own twin flame, you're kind of like, I doubt they've felt as strongly as what I've felt about the same scenarios, but they do. It can just be a bit of a different experience and they can shut it off a bit more. But everyone's situations are a wee bit different. Right, so the masculine. But oh yeah, actually shit, I know what I'm saying. Oh God. I know why I'm saying that. Because that's the masculine's feelings as well. You know what I mean? So that goes for them. Like however I just channeled that, right? So in the past, I mean, this card doesn't scream anything else to me, but remember Cancer's family, so it's going to be in the past. I feel the masculine has created a family with someone else because of the obvious. This has got a man kissing a pregnant belly. So it says too hard though. You believe that you believe that it has to be hard, but it doesn't. Let love flow naturally in your life. I've always found that card really weird because like it's such a weird picture for the wording. Like, is it meant to be? I say the same thing, but is it meant to be that these people have just let everything happen and they're both so happy. Because I mean, they look really happy. This doesn't look like a karmic relationship. So it might be talking about like when a family has been created, like it was a happy relationship, and I can tell you right now, it's probably going to be that it turned into a karmic relationship. But you know, it could be that this was a happy. You know, obviously, let's face it. When a child is born, I would hope nobody would disagree with this. However, the child comes about, whether it's people together, people not, and blah blah blah. Like it's a very joyous occasion. Do you know what I mean? I can't. There's not big enough words. It's a very happy, lovely experience. Although, sorry, let's get real here. This isn't always the case. I mean, now I'm getting flooded with loads of fucking like examples of where it's not always like that. But also, not liking actually the way this is going. I'm bit. Do you know what? I'm just going to home in on certain bits of this because I'm getting flooded with lots of stuff now. When I pull it back to that cobweb card and what that all means. Oh, for fuck's sake! Sorry, I'm going to have to. Am I picking up because family, Cancer fourth house is again. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just to stress. Cancer for fourth house is family. It's not a coincidence. Some of the last live sessions I've had conversations with some of yous where your masculine was trapped, not just but several times, right? In that way, that's how karmic mothers can come into this, right? Okay, the gloves are off. I think this is the way the story's going. And but the thing is it's like that's interesting because the other night the other day when I was channeling something, I think this was just yesterday. I think this was just last night's one. Remember when I said at the exact same time I was channeling that really intense one, someone else was channeling something, and that was there. Like it felt like the same as what I was channeling, but it was deeper into it. Like you know, another part of it where someone had been claiming. So this is very specific, but someone had been claiming they were pregnant to slow somebody down. But obviously, you can see that's not a lie because that's a. But it could still be that anyway. This is where it's getting too complicated. But yeah, in the past, I would say, the masculine believed that everything has to be hard, and that nothing's ever simple. So I feel that's what it is. It's like there's nothing else that can be. That is what that is. Like it's like dust it off. Clock blocking. Guys, I'm gonna have to show. I wasn't even conscious. That's what my guides do. Like, I just it's involuntary movements. I just picked them up and started shuffling. But that's what they're trying to get at. That is exactly what that. Again, I just don't say the channels because it's like for anyone that's new to keep it classy, right? Because sometimes I might not be saying that great. You know, I'm not going to do that all the time. But it's like that's quite a big channel. I don't actually really hardly ever, which is great though. But like I just see the thumbnail and the title, and it was just basically that. And she was using these cards actually. That's quite interesting. Maybe I do need to watch that. But it was that's basically what it was. Is somebody lied to slow somebody down to cock block them. But it's just a bit confusing because but then one of the sessions I've had, which again the person will know if they watch this, but it's anonymous otherwise. It wasn't that. It was actually like someone has been trapped and well, you know what I mean. So and that's another cockblock. So anyway, let's just I can't stand these ones, but that is what's coming out. Right. What do we need to know about this? Because I need another one of these, and then I need to. Oh God, it's definitely Leo full moon, isn't it? Is it still? You're saying I'm spot on. I hope it's not still spot on. Right. What have we got here? What else are you trying to tell us here? But generally, putting aside all that crap, because that's not going to be for everyone. But like I said, to be honest, I think what I'm homing in on is this isn't. It's never for everyone, but these ones are always going to be about drama. Like, by the way, I can't stand, and it was one of yous that said that to me. So if she watches this, she'll know. I can't stand when people say baby mama or baby that. Like, because someone had said to me, like, I don't say that about my uh, father and my kids because I think it's disrespectful. And it's ever since she said that to me a few years ago, I don't say that either, unless I'm saying it right now to say. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I can't think of anything else to say right now. It could even just be that there's drama with, let's say, drama with an ex that you've got kids with. That would make sense too. Retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. So, right, I think that's just it. That's what, so there's going to be loads of other fucking complications here. But I feel somebody has been hurt. Somebody's been hurt in a past relationship. Whether there's kids involved or not, however many. Someone's been hurt in a past relationship. A masculine's been hurt in a past relationship. And again, that is because I work with masculines all the time, that is accurate. But now, oh God, karmic friends could have been a part of sabotaging you, especially if you're the divine feminine. Oh my God, guys, these cards. Child services is on the bottom. I don't like reading that card. I don't like reading that card. But it's just anyway, so whatever that means, you know what I mean? So yeah, look, karmic friends, can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Your light irritates their demons. So if you're the divine feminine, you definitely had karmic friends. And it's because you were secure, you were confident, you were a boss bitch, you're career focused, whatever that means to you. You were confident, you were doing your thing, and you had people around you that were jealous. Oh my God, boring, same as yesterday, but here we go. But also it's cancer's trauma. So it's like you could be like, you know, hopefully you've not got these friends still around you. I don't feel many of you will, but it's like they're just saying this is what you've went through. But also, when I first picked that up, that was in reverse. I think they're also saying that's what it is. The masculine got with a false queen, you know, a false queen, and was surrounded by karmic friends. And as the masculine begins to heal, your light is irritating their demons, because that wasn't the real queen, that wasn't the real divine feminine. Would the real divine feminine please stand up? But karmic friends were around the masculine. That's the illusion. Oh, they're the love of your life, you know what I mean? Girl fight, love hate, yeah. Look, I know what they're saying. Look, it was a karmic relationship. Hot and cold, addictive, codependent, arguments, physical fight, at war, competing. Doesn't sound very fun to me, but you know what I mean? It's like, but the other part of that would have been love hate. It would be like, you know, probably just lust based. And oh my God, girl fight came out again with love and hate. So that's definitely someone's story. It's always going to be someone's story. So yeah, I think that's what it is here. Look, like somebody, a masculine has turned their back on the real divine feminine. And again, it could be down to gossip, right? Left you hanging, no closure, no contact left on red, and then got with someone like that. You went awfully quiet, Joe. Is this your story? Look, oh my God, it came out again. Left you hanging, no closure left on red, mirroring, but you're mirroring. So I think they're getting into now energy. You're mirroring. And it came out again. All those cards left you hanging. They just keep, yeah, you were ghosted by this person. You haven't missed a trick yet. I is what you're saying. All right, God. Happiness hater. Right, but what, look, mirroring. They just keep saying you're mirroring. You feel like, so right. I'm getting, calm down. I wouldn't be surprised if the king or queen, remember I got drawn to throat chakra. Remember I got drawn to the queen and I said that's a narcissist card. The narcissist actually isn't a karmic mother that, well, actually, it still could be, but actually I'm feeling that's the karmic partner I'm picking up on. But see how they could be a karmic mother, because this could be, yeah. Fucking hell. I'm like, Christ. But to bring it to this, happiness hater, that feels like what was picking up on in last night's one as well. this is a male silhouette, and that's always like the prospect of union, the chance of it that never got to be. And this is a man that held the man back. And it could always be like, you know, the man that held the women back or whatever, but it's it's that man, whoever he is, held the union up by being like, mate, you're meant to be with the other person, or they're better suited to you. Now I just got flooded with the you know, in the wedding. If you've ever seen the wedding planner, very old one with Jennifer Lopez, look, divine feminine reverse. They're your divine feminine, but they weren't. They were the karmic feminine. Um, yeah, in the wedding planner. Oh my god! And the fact that I'm calling it the wedding planner, that this could have been a marriage as well, or 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 this is what this person wanted it to be, the feminine, and it never got to that because he doesn't actually marry her. He marries the other one. Oh my god. It's like part you can see part of me is like, oh, this is an interesting story, but the other part's like, I can't be bothered, like this is just a bit draining. But like in the wedding planner, I get all these films mixed up, but that is that one, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely is. Because Jennifer Lopez, the wedding planner, right? She meets him first. Something happens like where I don't know, there's something with a car or something. I think she nearly something with a bin or something. It's something random, right? Like they meet and it's like sparks fly. But then she's a wedding planner, right? But she hadn't met the groom yet. And long story short, she'd already met the bride, and it turned out he was a groom. But so they've already met, sparks have flew, and also they made out he was single. And so when she gets introduced, oh, you know, this is my fiance. It's kind of like, fuck me, that's the hot guy I met the other night, and it looked like we're about to kiss and we didn't, and then he fucked off somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Awkward. Um, uh, but this is digging into too many different bits here. But yeah, the thing is, like in that, and they act like they hate each other the whole way through, but there's a lot of chemistry. Bit like, you know, 10, not 10 things I hate about you. Oh, but they act like that too. But like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But it's more the fact that like Jennifer Lopez doesn't do anything about it because well, it's morally wrong. You know, that is passing a judgment, but it's true. But you know, you can't deny it that you know, he's not in love with her, and he's going through the motions, and yeah, just what actually is. Like I said, it's a really old film. But sorry, I'm getting into too much to describe the whole fucking film. The reason why they flashed up in my mind is because there's a scene where actually that film is really funny at some bits because I think the granddad's like "fuck grandma," do you know what I mean? It's like someone says like "oh grandma," it's like whatever he says, but it's like there's a scene where the best friend, so it could have been a best friend or somebody that's got close at, you know, a close family member or something, but like he's like saying exactly what I'm saying. He's like, you know, the guy's like, I don't love her. Like I've known her since college, and you know, I love her, but I'm not in love with her. And you know, but like I'm feeling really drawn to that one I've just met, and I feel like I'm in love with her, and I feel excited. And he's saying, you know, it's not always it's something like that. And the best friend's like, no, it's just because you've met her, and you just feel like it's exciting, and you know, you just got cold feet, and you know, you love her. So it's that kind of vibe. That's why they flashed up that film. But there's obviously something to do with like an engagement or a marriage, or I mean, it can either be that that happened, or that someone wanted it to happen and it didn't happen. Um, my Christ, I hope it's not somebody trapped somebody so that that would happen. I just saw Karmic Friends again. Yes, so look what I'm just talking about a best. So although that's a male best friend to a male, that could equally be like a girl best friend to like you. Oh my God, this gets so confusing. It could be anyone. What else do you know about this? This has got good cards in it too, but unfazed. What's somebody unfazed about? Secluded, separation, reflecting, soul searching, haunted. Memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects, but it's in reverse. So somebody's worked through some kind of past trauma. I think this is going to take too long. I think this is just someone's worked through some kind of past trauma, that they went through with an ex, where a lot of karmic friends, and inverted commas, karmic friends, possibly karmic family, happiness haters, it fucking came out again. Oh my God, not happy. Somebody, a man that wasn't happy around them, deeply encouraged them to stay where they were. This could go all different. Is that somebody's dad? Is that somebody's brother? Is that somebody's cousin? Is that somebody's best pal? Is it the whole fucking lot of them? Do you know what I mean? It could even be like a brother-in-law. Like, oh my God, it's like, you know what I mean? But it's a happiness, and it's karmic friends. They just keep. How many times does card come out? Karmic friends, karmic people, karmic family. That's the karmic part. Look, but nobody was happy here because we've got happiness haters, not happy karmic friends. People that basically were in low vibrational energy, not happy themselves, wanted to keep this person stuck. That's basically the story. And I don't like that I said wanted to keep them stuck because, like I said, I really don't like these, but I pick up on stuff like this a lot. And it's because of all my detective energy. And there is a trap card in this. So because they've went there, we have to, if trap comes out, crying over you, sad, hurt, and upset, turning your back. Oh my God, I love you with a ring. And shady, true colours. Oh my God, shady, true colours. Christ, GPS is behind that. Right. It gets a bit ridiculous, but I'll try and break that down. Somebody's saddened hurt, crying over you because you turned their back on them. Probably, sorry to be blunt, but probably because people were making up gossip lies. I think painting you as a Scarlet Woman, that's what I mean. If you think about it, it said dirty little secret. I think people that I said this last night joking, but I'm no fucking joking. I think some people's masculines have been getting told you're a bit of a fucking goer or something. An old slag, do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's painting that picture. But it's like I think someone's crying over you because you turned your back and now they're like, oh my God, I love you. Like, you know, and it's funny that, like, you know, I was talking about the wedding planner as well. But like, look, but I think it's because they've seen the shady true colours of someone. So who's that in the equation? Who's the female that was shady that made up the lie? That's where it gets interesting. Let's see if Karmic Friends comes out again. Because it's like I'm like, you know, it's not going to be somebody's fucking ex. It's not. I mean, because if they don't even fucking know them, or you know what I mean, it's like but a female has been shady, true colours that somebody saw through. I would say a narcissist, whoever they are, and they're a female. Karmic, and they were a karmic lesson. I think that even could be somebody's friend that's made up shit or something. Look, karmic lesson that's behind somebody. And somebody is crying because you turned your back. Same cards. That's so loaded because that could be just some fucking gossip like, oh, I know such and such, you know, such and such, and I heard this. And then it just turns out to be the biggest load of shit. Just to throw a spanner in the works. Or if it's the karmic person's friends to, you know, to keep somebody stuck round and round in a karmic cycle. But it's behind somebody now. But this person's now under pressure, anxiety, decision, time's running out because they chose the karmic partner, Queen in reverse. Karmic friends is sticking out again. That's right. We're moving on from this bit, but that's crystal clear to me. That someone had a whole. So this feels like a very big karmic friendship group kept somebody with the wrong queen. So kept being like, so say it's exactly like the wedding planner. Again, you're tough to see it now to get what I mean, but generally, the guy keeps saying to his best friend, something's not right. I know we've been together since we were younger, but I'm not in love with her. I'm being drawn to her. And then there's actually a scene as well where where's the bride? The bride's fucked off somewhere because she's honestly really not this. That's what, to be blunt, she's not even really a big part of the film. Do you know what I mean? The love story is about Jennifer Lopez and him, but it's like she's away somewhere and they're they're arguing, like Jennifer Lopez and him are kind of arguing and stuff, but it's like sexual chemistry, and then there's some, I think she gets really drunk, and then he takes her home or something, and then it's like they end up bonding, but they don't kiss or anything. Yeah, they definitely don't cross the line. They don't kiss or anything, and but it's like they've fallen in love, and it's quite a fucked up film when I'm explaining it, isn't it? Because it's like it takes right at the end of the film for the actual bride to be like, she doesn't love him either. She doesn't want to marry him. And then it's all happy, clappy, fucking, and I think I can't remember if they get married or something. And then I think at the end of the film, Jennifer Lopez is about to marry somebody else too. She doesn't love. Oh, anyway, it's a film, but you know what I'm saying. So let's read. Oh, I've just seen. I'm sitting here twitching like a blind lesbian in a fishmonger's. Right, sorry, Joe. Joe, what's quite funny is like I'm just kind of thinking like I can almost feel your accent when you've wrote there, but it's like I need to break my brain needs to work out what wait a minute. It's hilarious. Sorry, that's really funny. Anyway, my heart's hammering. Too many people benefit from it remaining status quo at my person's deficit. Yeah, 100%. It's a collective energy. My name is never out people's mouths. I gave up defending myself. People will talk shit anyway. The funny thing is, you know, with me, I don't actually even know what anyone said, and I really don't give a shit either. But I do want to hear it, and I will. The funny thing is, if I wanted to, I've got plenty of people I could go and ask. I'm no fucking interested. But when I do hear wee bits and bobs, oh, I will. I've got people I can ask, and I will. But I'm not interested. I don't want to know. I'm too sensitive. I know I'm talking like, ghetto right now, but I'm too sensitive. I don't want to know. I'll find out whatever I need to when I need to. But I'll be fucking raging. My Mars and Scorpio will be, and then I'll let it go because who gives a fuck? Haters gonna hate, liars gonna lie, gossip's gonna gossip, and then guess what? Karma. So what matters is though that the good people see they have the awakening and they realise you listen to bullshit. Oh, that was funny timing. Your Mac will soon sleep soon unless plugged into a power outlet. So that's always my sign. Although it's about needing to put the plug in, I feel it's about needing to pull the plug on the matrix, all the karmic friends that are around you. Yeah. Somebody wanted to sabotage your romance with your twin flame, a happiness hater. Oh my God, I knew that was going to come out because after I said that, it was just yesterday, wasn't it? That be careful you're going to like mediums and healers and channelers, and definitely if you're watching general readings, that you're watching, you just got to take it with a pinch of salt with the general stuff, mine and anyone else's, because it might not be fucking yours. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can get all a bit too sucked into it and it's not yours. You have to pull yourself away because there's some fucking amazing people. I mean, look, I've got my favourites out there too. And the thing is, I've got favourites where I don't watch everything they do. I've got some people I'll watch a wee bit of their like a wee bit of their live. I get bored and I do something else. Some people I'll watch the whole thing and I'll hang out and that's my soul family. Other people I'll watch their, you know what I mean? We'll all be like that. Short. Some people just watch my shorts. But like you do you boo. But last night I was saying, and I'm getting really passionate. I've got a deck where I got a tarot reading on you. I've got the strongest feeling that some people have had a reading, whether it's a mediumship reading, a tarot reading, something, anything, Reiki, shamanic healing, anything like that. But some of these people have been told something that isn't true. And some of them have been told the truth. So it's either like I'm picking up people that are devastated because, like last night, I'm sure I remember saying something like, it's been somebody genuine. Like if someone came to me and they're like, this person loves the fuck out of you. They've been praying for you every day for like God knows how long. They just want you to be happy. Even when they know you're making a huge, big, massive mistake and you're not able to see through people's true colours, they just want you to work out for yourself and blah, blah, blah. Because that's me. Like in mass, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to go into that too much, but like that, like the only ways I've ever, if I've enlightened mine about Enan and his, like, then it's just like anybody else watching this. Like I've never went to him and been like, oh, this, and that, or I think this. I've never done Enan that. Like God's honest truth, I've never done that. Like the only times I would have given comments on not Yeah, would we when we were younger and our like I would have like we would talk in the morning and stuff like that, and he'll know what that means. But like that's the only, you know, what I mean, we were best friends in our own way, naked best friends. Well, we were close as well, obviously. It's my family. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I wasn't like fucking like, oh, you need to listen to me, you need to do that. I never done any of that because I'm no fucking, you know what I mean? Nah. But anyway, getting too passionate there, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, getting back to who's this guy? There's a jealous guy for whatever reason, and like I said, this card for me, that's either someone that like is in an unhappy relationship themselves, so they don't want this person to be in like the love of a lifetime twin flame, or they just don't want to lose the person to partying and blah blah blah. Or in some cases, it could be that guy could be somebody that fancies the feminine. That's not everyone's, but that can be a thing too. I've just come across it in sessions. Um, and then because it always reminds me when I said when I was younger, like everyone's heard this, but they're making me say it, and probably because you know cancer is like past, but um, that's always my sign that something like that happened. My boyfriend at the time, who wasn't at this, like he'd left and we were still at school, uh, people used to say to him all the time that I was, yeah, people used to say that I was doing this and that. I was doing fucking none. Are you fucking kidding me? I was shy as fuck and was a complete angel. I was going out on nights out with my friends and that. I was doing fuck all. But every time I was out and I bumped into his friends, they were trying on with me, like very strongly. But then they would go back to him and say that I was doing stuff. Wasn't the truth. So let's hope for his sake he's not got the same pals. But it's like, but I mean, this is like, you know, a very 20 years ago or so. But it's, and then also like actually, even then when anyway, I'm getting too deep into a story. I'm just thinking, yeah. But, so something like that, you know what I mean? Or Christ, because I'm going in, oh no. Anyway, but I'm getting flooded with too many things here, and also the battery's getting low, so I'm going to need to take them. I'm going to need to drop the mic and use it without the mic. But it's like somebody that didn't want this to happen held the masculine back, and divination abuser. So divination abuser, somebody definitely went to like a fake psychic or somebody that's like dabbling in tarot, doesn't really know what they're doing, so they're just fucking making shit up. That's not channeling. Like anyone can buy a deck of cards. Not everybody can do it, if you know what I'm saying. Everybody is psychic, but if you've not done shadow work, shadow integration, and you've got an agenda, and this is why I say like mediumship, you know, yeah, it's quite a loaded, you know what I mean? Like it's like I remember back in the day, like there was loads of people would go to different mediums and that, but I know that like there was people that got like really palsy walsy with some local mediums and that. And then if you're going to them like every 6 months, like not everyone's got integrity. Now I don't know, you know, that's going to be the case across the board though. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows a tarot reader or a psychic somewhere. So there's something with that though, because I was picking up on that last night and that yeah, look, massive regrets because someone's in their feelings, because they got involved. Look, drinking, toxic lifestyle, losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you, and there it is. Pregnancy, fake news, DNA. I was just about to put those cards down too. So whoever done this didn't want that to come out. But that's even that card in itself, because it's got fake news on it. Which, by the way, that was on the thumbnail of that one I saw last night. And I still haven't watched it. I want to watch it now. But that means somebody lied about a pregnancy to slow somebody down. But you can only carry that out for so long. So, I mean, that's not a big grand master plan, is it? So sometimes I think that card can mean somebody trapped somebody. So just take it as where it might resonate. But yeah, but like I always say, use your fucking discernment, because you don't know that without facts and DNA tests. You don't know, you know what I mean? But I hear enough stories where that's absolutely what happened. And like I said, if that person watches this, there's some people that it's like no, it's happened more than once. It happened once, and then maybe a few years later it happens again with somebody else or the same person. Oh my God, I've lost the. Where's YouTube? Yeah. Oh my God, though, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, and also look, somebody could have knocked somebody out on a one night, knocked somebody up from a one night stand, toxic lifestyle drinking, or because it says fake news, somebody could have claimed Massive regrets. Oh God, let's tap the fuck out of this. Right. I hear echoes now and then from passes by. I'm lucky I live in the back, but fuck of nowhere. Oh, that's hilarious. Amen, sister. Total discernment is key. Yeah, I hear you. Any sort of spiritual gift used with negative intention will never end well. Yeah, exactly. It's like bad, 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 bad karma. I can even wish. I can't even. I know you said can, but I'm assuming you mean can't. I can't even wish bad on really bad people. The worst they get is I hope shit. I hope you shit yourself. I hope you shit yourself in the supermarket. I can't even read it. I hope you shit yourself in the supermarket on a warm day. Right. You have made me cry, but cry with laughter. So that's, well, do you know what? I'm so fucking whatever that I don't think I can even wish that on fucking bastards that have fucking lied about me, but it's like just let God will go. God will deal with it. God will deal with the karma. But that is funny. It will humble anybody. Oh, absolutely. Fucking hell. Yeah, groupies that lied about you. I can hear it, I can see it, I can picture it, I can imagine it. Oh God. Right, okay, so it's like I'm like need to put girl fight, love, hate. Oh my God, by the way, I don't like that. Oh. Wait, we need to put these down now. We really need to put these down. Bad credit, debt, unemployed, divination abuser, ain't shit, cyberbully, fucked up over you. Someone's picked the wrong person that's got them into deep shit. The Queen rising in reverse, exactly. We've got Queen B in reverse, now we've got Queen rising in reverse. I mean, it's quite funny the way it's coming out, but I'm sure it's not if it's your story. But like, look, the karmic feminine. They picked the karmic feminine. Anyway, can we move on now? That's somebody's past. That's like, putting them down. They're just. It was just I had to pick them because of what, like, you see what I mean. I've not got any other cards that I've got things like that. In fact, I need to get. There's another deck that actually has got pregnancy on it. But I purposely haven't got it because I don't want it. It's fucking drained. It's fucking. It's yeah. I'll get them when it's happy things and the energy's different and it's like, happy fucking babies that are coming in the world that, that are coming through twin flames that people are wanting. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But that one's a bit dodge because it's like that is somebody's, yeah. There is trap in there though. And it didn't come out. So I think it is like that person's I've seen the other day. Like someone has lied. But anyway, baggage. And it's just that there's weird synchronicities that they're talking to me about that would yeah. Emotional baggage can weigh down relationships. Unpack it. This is the present energy. That's the masculine's present energy. Emotional baggage from the past, and we just seen what it was. We're trying to move on from it. So the feminine illusions. Yeah, look. Be aware of love's illusions. See reality clearly. It's in reverse. So you were under some. If you're the feminine, the present energy, you were under some kind of. You were under an illusion too. Maybe you thought the sun shone out this person's ass or something, and then you find out they've got like five birds on the go or something. That's only if you were in a relationship. Because again, it's not cheating if you weren't in a relationship with them. But you know what I mean? It could have been something like that. Someone's leading a double life. What else? Long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. You're feeling right now, you're feeling the gap closing. But look, trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. So this is quite interesting how that came out of verse, because I feel they're saying it's like if this, because we already saw from the the starting cards, I forgot, but it was panicky ones like this person, and actually even all of them feelings, massive regrets. Like this person was under some kind of an illusion, the general illusion of Neptune and Pisces, but also the all the karmic friends and groupies and oh my god, all of that exes. There's fucking the whole lot. Like, um, so you're not sure what to trust, and there you need to build the trust of this person when they appear. But I feel you're not like closed off, because that says guard your heart. Like you're always going to protect your heart, but you're not like shut off. Gives you hell just came on. So this pit. Oh, that card earlier did say, wait a minute. There's a card in this that says I've been going through hell. What are you going through now? The masculine that's connecting with this. Again, huff to stress. Just because you're in a twin flame journey, this isn't necessarily your masculine, and it isn't necessarily you. So, if you're sensitive, click off, go and watch Love Island. No started yet, but um I will never be happy if I can't be with you. I realise now that no other person can ever replace you. That's the title card. But did that person try to replace you with the Queen in reverse, surrounded by karmic friends that pressurized them into be in it? Now, we can't blame them, but they didn't help. I'm so very sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. I, I feel foolish when I see how immature I was in the past. We need to change that to I feel like a dick. I want to get back together with you. I miss you so much. So again, like I said, if you were never a couple, you can't get back together with someone if you're never a couple. But I can't live up to your that was in reverse, but this one's quite harsh. I can't live up to your fantasies. So I think in the I think in the past, this person was afraid that you wanted too much. That's funny. What bit are you laughing at? That bit always makes me that card always makes me laugh. It's like, all right, fucking come down. What fantasies are they? You don't fucking talk to me. How would you know what my fantasies are? But it's like I feel it's like this person this person lived a fantasy in their head that you wanted like all this stuff, and like this they've made this big grand master big story in their head without even having a conversation with you. But now that's in reverse. It's like that's what they're thinking. My passion is burning so strong I can't take it. Hello, did you see the one from earlier about the snake and the kundalini and the snake kept coming out? That sounds dirty. I meant the snake card. Anyway, moving on. But sounds really bad with this card. But you know what I mean? Like this person, this is kundalini energy. This is what I'm saying. This isn't horny. This is like sexual awakening, craving intimacy, realizing you're in love with someone, realizing how wrong you've done them by listening to all the liars about whatever the fuck they've said. So guess what? I'll get in touch soon. Shitting myself, but I'm going to get in touch with you soon. I can't imagine my life without you. But I tried to for like a long time, for like 10, 15 years, 2 years, whatever the story is with yours. And all that time, I look at your social media every day. And this could even be like someone realizing, wait a minute, I have never not kept an eye on them. I've been in love with them the whole time. I'm sure it's not somebody just working. Well, sometimes it is somebody just working that out. And I hope because of that, you don't choose the other guy. Choose me, not the other guy. Whoever the other guy is. There might not be another one, but there could be. And that's what this person doesn't like. Change it to girl, but it's not as dramatic doing this. If I show you my feelings, you might go off me. Yeah, I think there's definitely it's like there's a conflicting energy in this person of I've never shown you this side of me. So I'm uncomfortable to do that. I don't know how to come towards you. Like, do I just come vulnerable or do I come guarded and then drop it when I know it's like, I can't tell you how scared I am that you might have moved on. Yeah, this person is shitting themselves that you're done. Um, Hello, Brandy. I'm back. I'm doing my worst chore gas cans and my. Oh, that sounds. Um, I don't know what to say now. I'm like, I don't know. That sounds like work. It makes sense. Aye, you're right. Denial, man, it's fierce in people at times out of pure fear. Yeah, absolutely. It's like I gave that example of Three Men and a Little Lady when Peter's like, "Oh my God, I've been in love with her for 5 years." But I just like I said last night, I think these fucking things are a lot longer than 5 years. Uh, yes, in my case too. Um, Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, did I really do that on YouTube? Did all this really happen in my life? Like, is that really how long I haven't seen him for? What does he look like again? What what's his voice like? Do I even know this guy? I'm like putting everything on the line for love, and I'm like, I don't even fucking know him anymore. You know what I mean? Like these are all the things that go through our and then I'm like, oh, I feel his energy beside me all the time, everywhere I go. Um yes, so the masculine is currently like, do I stay in the dark, in the underworld, in the shadow, or do I choose the higher timeline? Do I humble myself, admit my wrongs, cut the people out of my life that were determined to keep me stuck? Or do I people please, keep these people around because it's a bit awkward and turn my back on the love of my life? Turn my back on the love of my life. I don't know why I'm channeling that brutally, but that's what's coming through. Um, where's the feminine at? Mirror reflections, karmic purge. Yeah, you're like, you purged all. I mean, that sounds brutal, but you got rid of all the karmic people. You don't have karmic friends, groupies. You don't have people around you like that. And anybody that shows the slightest sign of being overly karmic like that, and I mean, I'm saying it like that because everybody's got not everybody, because I know some of you that actually, you've not got anyone. Like I've said, it makes me really sad. But some people watching, men and women, haven't actually got anyone around. Like not very many close people or any. And so I'm very close to them. And these are the people that you'll know if that's you. There's men and women like that, where um yeah, I'm aware of that, and I'm very telepathic with everyone. But that is sometimes how it goes. If you were surrounded by a whole fucking family of karmic people, well, you know what I mean. Some people are very brave and they cut them all off. Quite fucking right. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck, and you're not going to get where you want to go in life because these people want to see you stuck and floundering. Some people, it's people dotted here and there, and it's your friends. Some people, you got with a karmic person that was, well, we've seen that with whatever this is all about. And sometimes it's like, well, this person sounds like it feels like it's surrounded by people. Um, Manipulation at its highest, I would say. And actually, the shadow of Cancer is manipulation. Um, but yeah, and the thing is, I feel they're saying as well. It's like, um, I was saying this today, right? Who did I say that to? Oh, it was in the membership. It might have been on the public live too. I think it might. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But wherever it was, I said it. I was like, I just don't want to. I don't want to be around people right now. I can't be arsed with anyone. Like, and that's like, I'm generally quite happy with myself, right? I would tell you if I wasn't, I wouldn't even fucking be on here, right? And I never like doing cancer, so it does always have a bit of a somber thing. But it's like, I am definitely channeling masculine energy. Like I said this earlier, and I kind of went off track. It feels like I've got my period right now, and I haven't. But then I actually kind of feel now this is really deep, right? But I feel because I'm a womb healer, which is to do with cancer energy, right? It's like I feel they're trying to tell me something about the divine feminine collective as a whole and transmuting pain because Underworld came out at the start. This is a very, very deep message. This feels like Heros Gamos kind of spiritual marriage, like it's which I don't usually talk about until we get to Libra. We're a few signs away from that. But it's like um because that's what I'm like when I've got my time of the month. I just like because and usually because I'm in a lot of pain as well. Like I'm just got my hot water bottle strapped to me, and I have to juggle about. I don't work with. Occasionally, I might do a session if it's one of yous that I'm really close with, and it's kind of like I'm not in pain, and you know, um. But obviously, if I'm in pain, I'm not going to be able to focus, and I don't do it. But sometimes it's really weird. Like if I've been working with people that have got menstrual things and all of that, or it's a deep traumatic thing, then I'm able to clear the energy stronger. So, but all I know is it's very weird. I feel like I have got that going on and I haven't. Oh my God, so it's you. I am reliving my period that I have just had because you've got it. Have you? That's, but but if you're sending you love and prayers if you've got cramps. But yeah, it's oh my God, I'm feeling that in my head. But you know what I mean? It's generally, it's like, and this is why I was saying it's like, look, like, right, I'm definitely going to see one of my best pals tomorrow because we've arranged it. And but notice like cancer's the home, and I'm more comfortable now because I'm going to hers and she's not coming mine. And I don't think it's just because of the mess. It's because, right, like when you're extra sensitive, like your energy is just extra sensitive. But I'm telling you, it's because the right. I need that deck again. The mirroring, you're mirroring, and a lot of you, if you're the feminine, your masculines are in a very hermit-like phase, and if they're not, this isn't your story. I feel your masculines in a very hermit-like phase, and I feel it's worse for them because I feel like they would have let's go crazy prince just came on. Look, fishing for comments. They could have people that are like, I never know what the fuck that means, right? But I just kind of take it to be like people that are like fishing for compliments or something. I know it's yeah, you know what I mean? Like they could have groupies around them. Like this person could just get a lot of attention. That's what I'm getting. Karmic friends, groupies. It feels like somebody has got too many people around them that aren't even real. Um, Fed up, under pressure, anxiety, decision, time's running out. Like this person's like, everyone fuck off. Because like seriously, because that sorry to laugh, but because that's how I'm feeling, but there's not really any logical reason. And I'm like, if it wasn't for the fact I hadn't seen this friend in far too long, I'd be cancelling. But I can't fucking do that, guys, because it's like I don't want to. Yeah, it's feeling. You know what I mean? I just feel like it would. And I normally I'm not like that, but I just feel in this case I'm not going to do that. And I'll be coming back telling you like, I'm glad I done that. But it's like I'll be back for my sausage, chips, and beans for my tea. Put it that way. I'll be back before the sun sets. um, that's funny. I might not because it's like I think her partner's away, and it's like, but nah, I know I will be because I'll just, what I mean, because I'm feeling this. I'm only going for a few hours, but love message. Wow, look at that, right?